All right, we'll keep moving along here. Let's go with the nightcap, 475, 476, 14-point line here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Over-under opened up at 50, now sitting at 51. You would think there will be points because if you do engage Kansas City, they will engage back. But you thought there would be more points last week, and the Chiefs with so many yards, but just said in the second half, let's just pull the pin out here because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kept self-destructing in the third quarter by going on drives and then throwing, close to red zone interceptions where you saw the Chiefs not having to push the issue. If the Chiefs have to push the issue, Kyle, is there a better team of all time than pushing the issue that's saying we have to score? I don't know how you stop Patrick Mahomes. And watching that game last week, you saw how they operated, a winning organization with maybe could turn out to be the most dominant quarterback of all time. You just need a couple first downs. In the NFL, 99% of the time, if you need 2 first downs to run out the clock, they never get it. They get 1, maybe they don't even get any, and they punt the football back, and now the game is in peril. Patrick Mahomes was throwing the football repeatedly because if you stop the clock, they're going to get the ball back. That's how good he is. Let's just throw a 2-yard out. Guy makes the catch. How about we roll out on third down and just throw a dart out to our wide receiver, Tyreek Hill, and clinch this game? It's amazing stuff. The Chiefs are going to blow Denver out. It's just a matter of how many points Denver can score to see if we can hit that total of 51.
Yeah, exactly. And no Bryce Callahan's a huge loss for Denver. I'm kind of looking at the report. I don't see him on the injury report. Did they just IR him? Because I don't think
I think he's IR'd. I do think he's IR'd, yes.
I don't think he's going to play this week. We see Edwards-Helaire sort of miss practice today with what looks like an illness. But you're right. They should be able to throw the ball up and down the field. Now, with Denver getting their quarterbacks back, we have seen this Chiefs defense be pretty vulnerable. This is not a good defense in Kansas City. So if Drew Lock can be a little competent, I do expect him to have a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He apologized and, he felt responsible for missing the game last week. And of course, Vic Fangio just blast the hell out of him, which we kind of made fun of earlier. I don't think it was really warranted, but the Denver passing game should be able to move the football on Kansas City. I know Philip Lindsay's a little banged up, so it's going to be a lot of Melvin Gordon, who's a more athletic back. I still think Lindsay's a little bit better of a football player. Honestly, again, I can't trust the Chiefs to cover by 2 touchdowns because they just haven't been covering these spreads lately. They seem to take their foot off the gas, and if they're up by 10 late in this game, they're not doing this typical Andy Reid, let's go down and punish this team. They're sort of holding back. We've sort of seen Denver get down big and be able to put up points late in the game. That Atlanta game comes to mind. So I do think Denver can cover here. I don't feel great about taking either side, but I think you're right. I think the over is pretty safe. You can expect Kansas City to get close to 30, and I don't think that defense can stop Denver from getting into the 20, so I'll take the over. If I'm picking a side, I guess I'd take Denver to cover the 14.
It makes sense, but we already saw them blow them out one time. Didn't even need to do that much on offense in order to do that in some bad weather. So we'll see if Drew Lock bounces back. But I just have one of those feelings too. Like you should be going with Drew Lock, but who knows? Vic Fangio, he's got to learn. He's got to learn to be a leader. He wasn't a leader last week, so we're going to sit him down for next year, like they're doing with Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville. He's healthy. He's not a leader yet. He's got to sit down and learn. So we'll see if that comes